Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage on your side, your wisdom guided oracle. And I'm back from Ireland. This is my Ireland mug. It just spoke to me when I saw it, had to get it. A little bit of a design, yes, a hand warmer mug. You can hold it like this, but it's way too hot to hold. So there's a bit of a design flaw, but I love it. So I use it and hold it like this for a little while, and then it cools down a bit and I can drink it. That's just the first mug. I might have an issue. I'm not owning that, but I might have an issue with mugs. So, good morning. How are you all doing? I'm so excited. It's lovely to be home. Oh, but it just felt like leaving home when I left Ireland. We did some really fun touring to see different areas, just introduce me to the beauty that is there, and to um, decide where we wanted to bring our retreat goers for specific reasons this next year in September of 2026. So put that on your calendar. More information to come, more specific information. But this is where you want to be. This will really help you understand you more about how to heal and do your own work. Today, the message came through being multidimensional. And I was like, oh, okay, that's going to be the topic for today. Uh, and I'm curious to see what it is the angels, the guides, companions, the Arcturians, specifically Ashtar, want you to know. That is who came through today with this message. So we've got Druid Craft Tarot, which seemed very appropriate since I was just in the land of the Druids and had a very deep connection there. Lots of soul fragments recalled during this, and a lot of upheaval. And it is an interesting experience to understand that you are multidimensional, but when you're experiencing a lot of the dimensions, it's a lot. And so now I'm really integrating. I came home and grounded this morning, went out and put my feet in the grass. It's raining here. Hardly rained at all in Ireland. I mean, hardly at all. I get home and it's raining, and this is high desert. Who knows? Great morning to you too, Susan. So the first card to come up is from the Sacred Forest, Spirit Guardian of Autumn, that time of letting go. The first step to understanding that you are a multidimensional being, because we all are, is letting go of I was going to say the groundedness, but that's not it. Of the physical as being the only thing we are. Because the truth is, the physical is just a small fraction of who we really are. Our minds, our emotions, our imagination, that's a different dimension. That is a different place, a different part of us. We are multidimensional, and we have the ability to access different dimensions. Um, One of the things that came up on the Ireland trip was the need for me to explore, open myself up more to the elementals. A while ago, I think, I've shared with you that I was given the understanding that I had a unicorn working with me. And I'm pretty practical, down to earth, believe it or not. And I kind of went, okay, that's fun, but do they really exist? Well, truth is, just because I can't see it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. I don't see electricity when I turn on the light, but the light comes on. There's a lot that we don't see. And one of the ways we can really work with our personal unseen energy is in the realm of our imagination, which is truly where your angels, guides, companions talk to you. That's where God talks to you. And so then we have, I just made that up. And so we discount our ability to tap into that other aspect, a different dimension. The Druid Craft Tarot that came up was a Five of Wands. This is so funny. This is a cute card. I'm going to look up Five of Wands because I'm not a tarot reader. What it looks like to me is there's a whole lot of Oh, competition type stuff. My camera doesn't want to focus. Come on, there we go. Competition going on with this little chicken over here, minding his own business, just pecking the ground. Let's see, for me, what it has to do with is stay out of the fray of all the stuff that's out there that would keep you in self doubt, that would keep you in a place of not ease within yourself, and just do your own thing. Peck the ground, pay attention to what's you. But I am going to look that up because I'm not, like I said. Oh, first one, creative conflict, playful struggle, competition. You may find yourself in conflict with others, although it might not be serious. Yet finding this card in your reading can often suggest that you are involved in tussling with friends, or perhaps you're involved in a power struggle or battle of wits. And if this is the case, you just need to be careful that it doesn't escalate. So if the wand, if a wand's cord best describes your personality, then you could well be a solutions-oriented person who regards difficulties as challenges. So this is a challenge, and it is this playful competition. This is you inside yourself battling this aspect of you as a multidimensional being. It's like, I don't know, maybe I'll play with this a little bit and see what happens. And so this letting go of your preconceived notions of everything you know about who you are or believe about who you are, and let go of the doubts, that concrete staidness that says, no, no, I'm this human here, and it's all I have to work with. Aspen spirit. Oh, that's beautiful. This is a sacred forest. Courage. It does take courage to step into the truth of who you are, to step into all the vast energies that run through you and make you who you are today. We are not just one thing, and that's what most religions will pound into you, is that nope, this is, and God is up here, you are down here, and you must get on your knees and beg this God that created everything, beg them to help you, love you, accept you the way you are, when it is really, you are God here incarnate. You are a cell in the universe of God. You're the divine here. And so it is really imperative that you step into that truth now, regardless of how silly you think you might be, regardless of how not connected you might feel. And if you watch a video like this at all, you are that aspect, that multidimensional being ready to explore. That's all we have to do. This isn't this is it. You're going to do the one thing. That's all. Nobody is going to, you don't get to ever change. You're just the one thing. It's like, we are many things I'm a daughter, I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm a grandmother, I'm a nurse, I'm a leader, I'm a teacher, I'm a healer. I'm all those things. And they're all very different from one another. Just like our dimensions of who we are very different. But if we can't touch it, then we tend to go, nah, I don't think so. The lady. Very fertile card. It is time now. And you really are probably ignoring this ability you have to go into the different dimensions of who you are and make the changes that you would like to see in your life. You want to take charge now, go into your subconscious. I'm open, I'm willing, I'm ready, guide me. And maybe do some automatic writing with that. Just whatever words come to mind when you ask, open, willing, ready, guide me into the truth of all that I am creating here. That's what the lady is about. But this lady, let me see if this is here. Okay. This book, it's in the back. This lady, it came up in reverse. So she is number 3. And the reverse meaning for the Druidcraft Tarot, you're taking or need to take. Okay, the lady reversed in a reading may indicate that you are taking or need to take a calm, rational approach to any challenges in your life. Alternatively, the interpretation may not be so positive, suggesting instead that you are suppressing your feelings and, in particular, your sexuality. What I read this card for this reading is that you're not accepting the totality of who you are, that you do bring life into the world. Does not matter your sex here in this lifetime. You are creative, you are creating, and you create your inner world. You create your multidimensional world. It begins in your mind, it begins in your imagination. It begins by accepting maybe this is possible. That's as technical as it has to get. I'm open, willing, and ready to be guided that this could be possible. When we visited a stone circle in Ireland, I immediately, I mean, I felt this, and all of a sudden I got some real insights as to the connection that I had there, and it was a huge connection. And I've been drawn this lifetime to Ireland, wanted to go, and it really felt like when I went to that stone circle, it felt like a spiritual homecoming. I had been in that time. I had been a druid high priestess, and I was responsible. And it was at that time that we were being slaughtered by the Catholics. That was what the snakes being driven out of Ireland was about. St. Patrick's was heading off the killing, the annihilation of the druids, and I couldn't stop it. So there was a lot of grief, a lot of grace, and a lot of forgiveness that happened at that set of stones. There were many stone circles in this area, and I had to walk each one because they were the representation of the family that was there, that I was responsible for, that I could not protect. And the self forgiveness had to happen because I could not protect them, and I was holding a great deal of unforgiveness. So this creation aspect, this creativity, this fertility is asking you in the multidimensional realm to just be open to the possibility that there is more to you than you can see physically. And dragon, another possibility, dragon power. That is, that is a fierce power that you contain, that you might want to own. Play with this. You don't have to be this all-knowing, concrete person. Play with it in your imagination. What if I was a dragon? What if I had that dragon power available to me? Because we do. When we choose to accept certain levels of our oneness with Creator, the fact that we are one and the same, then things open up in us, a power that we may not have looked at before, the power to shift how you think about yourself, shift how you walk in this world, shift how you look at this life. All of that is creation, creating a new way of walking within this human suit that you're wearing, and a new way to believe. Again, open, willing, ready. When I get information, actually, the fact that I told you that I had received the information that I had been a high priestess was something that my friends in Ireland had to encourage me to own, because I do why I'm not all that. I'm just this. And I have been a power figure in several lifetimes, not in all of them. And so owning White Buffalo Calf Woman, a powerful healer. It took me a long time to tell anybody that came to me, that understanding of who I am, the energies that make me up. There is more to you than meets the eye. So allow that. And dragon energy is one. It's a fierceness. And the thing is you can call on these personal energies when you need them. There are times in life when you are under the circumstances. It's just going to happen because we are human. When you are under the circumstances, draw on the different aspects that you would like to have as your truth, things that you desire to have as a truth in your life. It is your truth. There is a reason you desire it. What you desire desires you. Queen of Cups. Look at this gentle, loving card. The Queen of Cups is very compassionate. And here it is telling you to be compassionate with yourself. Self-compassion is one of the most powerful things we can offer us because we're pretty darn mean to ourselves in so many ways. Most of our subconscious thinking about ourselves is not productive and high vibe and loving and supportive. It is more tearing down. And that really is the socialization that we have received on many different levels. And so we really want to be compassionate for who we've been and entertain the idea of who we are becoming. The power, dragon power, with courage. This walk into the truth of who you are is not something for lightweights. It takes courage. The aspen is offering you that. Grand Rising, Francesca. Welcome back. Thank you, Diane. And the last card for this reading is Focus, Wizard of the Woods. I like the idea of being a wizard too. Don't have that one yet that I'm aware of, but we are all doing alchemy in our bodies. We are all doing alchemy when we choose to focus differently on something that may be causing us some strife in life. What if my focus could shift? That's alchemy. And if where you're living, what your relationships are, what you're doing on a daily basis is not what you love and it's causing you more disharmony, then it's a focus change needed. It is you focusing on your dragon aspect, your power, focusing on the competition that's happening around you and maybe in you. I mean, there are different, I don't know. Of course, I'm a Gemini, so that could be why, but I'm definitely a focus on the different aspects of who I am. And so sometimes I'm focusing on those aspects that I really don't want to grow, but it's been a habit and we've been socialized into certain things. So own the fact that you are absolutely multidimensional. Your mental, emotional states are different dimensions of you. And then you can step into the different dimensions of the universe. When I work in theta, I move my consciousness by thinking about the seventh dimension. I go into that dimension through those first six and then into the seventh. The truth is, from the very moment I was taught that, I went up six more dimensions for some reason. Well, that's the 13th dimension, and that's where my Council of 12 is. That's where my group that helps guide me, helps teach me, and supports me in this life is. And so choosing to trust myself and believe that I have access to the dimensions that I desire that will help make the changes in life that I desire is a huge power step for you. You are multidimensional. We have, we're not in the first go around on Earth, and the galactics, the Arcturians are very supportive of us. To think that we're the only intelligent life in this universe is pretty audacious. And we are absolutely not. We have galactic support teams, collectives, tag collectives that can help us. You just have to call on them and then focus on, again, this is that aspect of you choosing a different way of walking through the world if things are uncomfortable. What would it be like if you had the living situation you desired, the partner you desired, the lifestyle you desired, the life, the friendships you desire, the adventure you desire? Focusing on that takes you to the dimension of creation. And then you start putting into practice. Timelines are an interesting thing that, we are not on the same timeline as creator. And so we'll go, yeah, I tried that, didn't work. It didn't come the next week or the next month. When you put it into play and you keep the focus as to what you want, sometimes your focus will get redefined by creator. My friend Maggie in Ireland, they just got their home in the country that she has wanted for so long. And it was in December she realized she needed to redefine what she wanted in that home because what she'd been putting out there wasn't really it. And within a span of, my coming, her daughters moving into their own space because they've been looking for that too, and this homecoming, all at the same time, so much shifted in her life towards what she'd been desiring. So you have to be consistent with what you do, your focus in order to create what you desire. One and done, not so much, because your habit is creating less of what you want, and you choose to create more of what you want. So you need to focus on what you desire. Write it down, get very clear and very detailed, and feel into that as your truth. How does that feel? I mean, that's what affirmations are, but you have to have that feeling. You can't just say the words over and over. But the words over and over do help shift your thought processing, a habit of thought. So, a whole lot in this reading, a whole lot of shifting we are doing, and more to come as a collective. We are moving into different dimensions constantly, and this world is changing so fast. So your ability to create what you desire is on hyperspeed right now, but it's also on hyperspeed that you create more of what you don't desire. What is it you are creating? What are you focusing on? What do you keep speaking and verbalizing into the world? That's where your creative abilities are standing. Ask to be made aware when you're not creating what you desire, or you're creating more of what you don't want in life. So I think we are complete for this beautiful Wednesday. I honestly didn't think I was going to be able to do this morning, but my lovely witch friend Christina gave me some tips on how to decrease jet lag, and it works. Grounding back to where you are, grounding when I went to Ireland, and then grounding back, and I had pretty decent energy. I would get hit with just waves of fatigue, but there was so much energetic shifting going on with what we were doing, and us getting together physically in Ireland. Is my friend Maggie, her husband Francis, and their friend Andy, who did they did lots of land work. I went and did reclaiming of soul fragments lost in different places that they had identified about me, about themselves. And so we went to those places and I reclaimed them. That's a lot of, and that's what happens. Our physical does respond to our spiritual work. And so we want to give ourselves the grace to go, okay, yeah, maybe I won't do 12 things today. Maybe I'll only do 5. Whatever that looks like to you, giving yourself grace, but not continuing to create what you don't want. You have the option, but then you can't do the whining. Either you're creating more of what you want, or you're creating more of what you don't want. It doesn't go one way or the other, or both ways at the same time. So good morning, Cindy. I think we are complete for this beautiful last Wednesday of August. Thanks for joining me. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage, on your side, your wisdom guided oracle. Until we meet again.